Hey, if you're a fitness professional curious about sharing your experience online, but you're wondering how the heck would I ever monetize that? I've got 10 viable online fitness business models for you today, the pros and cons of each, as well as the inside scoop of how I generated my first $10,000 in online fitness revenue. Hi, my name's Mariah. I'm the owner of Wealthy Boss. I teach yoga, Pilates, and barre online and in person. And if you're a fitness instructor or a personal trainer looking for practical step-by-step information on how to leverage your expertise to real audiences online in a genuine and authentic way, you're going to want to hit that little subscribe button and that bell notification so you can stay up to date. So if you've ever seen one of those pictures on Instagram from a so-called social media influencer lounging around doing yoga in a bikini in Bali, and you wondered, is that legitimate? I mean, I'm a fitness instructor and most of my day consists of driving around from studio to studio. Well, I've got good news and bad news. The good news is that there are several realistic, viable online fitness business models that are only growing. And I'm here to break down some of those different models for you, the pros, the cons, what's involved in them, what's required, so that you can start to pick what model fits best for you, both your schedule, your finances, your tech knowledge, and be able to better expand your influence online. So what exactly is a fitness influencer? Now, it can be easy to kind of group any online fitness entrepreneur under the umbrella of being a fitness influencer. But technically, a fitness influencer is its own type of business model. It's just one of many online fitness business models out there. So technically, a fitness influencer would be someone with a very large social media following. I'm talking tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, or even millions of followers, who get sponsored by other companies to promote the company's products or services. So there's a couple different ways that fitness influencers can get paid. The first way is through advertising. So a company who's interested in getting the eyeballs of the fitness influencers community onto their products, programs, or services would place their own ads somewhere within the sphere of that influencer's visibility. So particularly this would be true of like a YouTube. So if you're a fitness YouTuber, you're getting tons of views, those little ads that they play before you get to watch the actual content that you showed up for would calculate a certain number of money per ads watched. The other way that a fitness influencer might make money is through sponsored content. So sponsored content, instead of taking the medium of the company's advertisement and just inserting it in there kind of before or between or beside what they're offering, would be actually woven into the social media content itself. So for an Instagram post, it might be a picture of you drinking a protein shake of a new protein powder that a company is sponsoring. It could be anything related to using that company's product in the post or the video that the influencer is putting out there as their content. The pros of this model are that there's very little work outside of the social media itself. So less emphasis on creating sales funnels or having to invest a lot of time in complicated software or membership sites. Unlike any other fitness business model out there, the social media itself is actually the product. And the company paying for the advertising is the customer to the influencer. Now, the cons are you have to have a lot of followers in order to make this a viable option. No matter how good your content is, everything that a company is going to be concerned about is the volume of views that they're going to get by choosing you to represent their company. So we're talking thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of subscribers before you could really hope to make a viable living off of this. For example, the average, of course, there's going to be some variance, but the average compensation for influencer advertising or sponsored content would be $10 per 1,000 views. So say you have a video out there and you get 10,000 views on it, you're probably looking somewhere in the range of $7 to $10 per 1,000 views, giving you that grand total of like $70 to $100 for that one video. Now keep in mind, you're probably only posting videos a couple of times a week. Another challenge that you're going to run into is you want to make sure that you're only promoting or only accepting sponsorships or advertising from companies that are aligned with what you talk about. if it feels completely out of place to what your audience is expecting to receive from you or hear from you, then it could be a turnoff to your audience, and you could actually lose some of that trust or that buy-in, which is what brought them into your fold in the first place. The second online fitness business model that I'm going to share with you today is the one-on-one coaching method. Now, this is one of the most widely used methods, especially for personal trainers. This is literally no different from the personal training model that's been around for years. It's just that the medium of how you're helping that person has shifted from being in person to being through video chat and email and written workout plans. So of course, every online personal fitness trainer is going to have a slightly different way that they go about their programs. Maybe you're creating customized workout videos for them every week. Maybe you have a whole library of videos that you use for all your clients, but you put together a specific sequence of exercises for each of your clients. Maybe you have written plans, maybe you have meal plans, maybe you have accountability sessions. So once a week you're calling and you're doing a phone chat to see where they're at with their goals, or maybe you're having that Skype one-on-one time with them. So they get personal access to you, and you're delivering information and assignments to them via video, email, etc. You can even have them video themselves doing the work so that you can check their form. One person who's doing really well with this model is Lynette Marie Fitness. She's a big YouTuber, so you could check her out to see how she's gaining traction in the one-to-one coaching method. Now, the coaching model can really be used not only for personal trainers, but for any wellness industry in which people might benefit from having customized attention. So whether you work with essential oils or you have an expertise in nutrition, you can utilize that coaching method to be able to give people the answers, the customized feedback, personalized support, accountability, and a plan to get them where they want to go. Now, I personally included some one-on-one coaching, a small amount of it with my business model, as well as kind of a blended hybrid of having some passive income, which I'll explain a little bit later in this video, as well as a little bit of accountability through like weekly or monthly check-ins. If you could see yourself offering coaching services, go ahead and drop us a comment below and let us know what type of coaching you would be interested in offering. Meanwhile, here's a snippet of an actual coaching video I've used for clients in the past.
Yeah, so happy almost moving day. I can only imagine what you're going through. And of course, with those changes and work comes the stress. It totally makes sense when we're super stressed that our old habits and our good intentions kind of can be a lot more difficult to manage. That's just kind of the way our brain works. And so totally normal. But I wanted to point out something that you said that I think is really significant and really a good sign of how much growth that you've experienced over the past few months. So you said that you had those 2.5 days with, people coming in and out in photo shoot and work obligations, and I get that. Sometimes, sometimes those are hard to avoid. But what I thought was really significant is even during the stressful period, first of all, you had more good days than you had bad days. Second of all, you didn't let those 2.5 bad days of nutrition impact the others. Whereas I think before we started working on this all or nothing mentality, that could have been really, a slippery kind of trigger for you to just say, well, screw it, I'm just going to do whatever I want because I, didn't hit my goals for these 2 days. So I think that's really, really significant. I think that's something to be hugely proud of.
So you can see it's really easy to be just as personable, just as helpful as being in person with a client. And sometimes you can even do more because clients can go back and watch a video again or have in written format something that you would have otherwise told them in person. So in many ways, online training can even be more effective. And certainly it can work better within not only your schedule, but your clients as well, because they can access and review your materials anytime instead of having to work to find a time in their busy schedule. The pros are it's so easy to set up. You don't have to invest in a lot of software or website. You don't need a lot of fancy tech. As long as you have a Skype account and a PayPal account, you could literally start offering coaching services to anyone in the world like this week. Very low barrier to entry. Now the cons are that if you're really successful, which I hope you are, you're ultimately still going to reach a ceiling of how much you can earn. You're getting paid for your time, And your time at some point is going to run out. So in order to make more money, you have to take on more clients. So it's not 100% scalable. There is a ceiling on what you can earn. But if you're making more money per client because you're not having to share that revenue with a gym or an employer, and you have the flexibility to be able to create your own schedule and you like working from home, then that could totally be worth it for you. It could absolutely be an upgrade to what you're doing now. The third online fitness business model that I'll share about today is live events. Now that may sound a little counterintuitive because live events are not online. However, you can use your online following to promote your in-person live events. So a really popular example of this would be yoga retreats. Lots of people go to yoga retreats that they might find out about online. I incorporate this with my online fitness business model because I'm a master trainer for Bar Above, so I travel the country doing bar certifications, and you'll see within my bar fitness videos, I'll do a little call to action to say, hey, if you're interested in becoming a bar instructor, here's a list of training dates where I'll be in your part of the country. Come join me. So let's talk about some of the pros of this business model. If you're already producing live events, whether that's through workshops through a studio that you work at, or maybe you're a master trainer like I am and you offer certifications for whatever it is that you teach, then this can be a great, easy, almost no-cost way to expand that potential pool of participants to the whole country or maybe even the world, depending on what you offer. Live events usually command a premium price, so it might be worth it to you to only get 5 more people into your program or your live event. That could actually be a really big deal for your bottom line. Some of the cons are, of course, it's harder to get someone to go hop on a plane to join a live event than it is to, maybe sign up for an online fitness session. So that could be a barrier to entry for your viewers. And if you're solely relying on an online audience to produce this event, you're just hoping that people will come to it, but you don't already have another way of kind of drawing them in through an existing studio or maybe local marketing and partnerships that you do in your city, then it could be a little risky if you are going out and having to maybe put deposits on a venue and just hoping that you're going to fill it through online participants. So this would probably work a little bit better if you kind of have a blend of marketing efforts where it's some in person, some online, and you're already doing these events anyway. Next up on our list of online fitness business models is online teacher trainings. So we just spoke a moment ago about using your online platform to send people to your in-person events or teacher trainings if you're a master trainer. But you could also consider creating an online certification. Now, of course, you want to look at what your credentials are. Are you a master trainer? What authority do you have to be offering an online certification? And are there different certification bodies or associations that you want to be affiliated with that have rules or regulations around an online certification? For example, Yoga Alliance, if you're a yoga instructor, you probably already know that Yoga Alliance will not actually currently, at the time of this recording, approve any certifications from an online source or an entirely online curriculum. However, because of course fitness is not a licensed industry, it is a certificate-based industry, then having the approval of an alliance may or may not be important to you since those are third-party entities and are not necessarily required by any type of government entity in order to conduct a fitness program. Okay, so let's talk about the pros of the online fitness certification model. You could be offering a very attractive option to those who would love to get certified in whatever it is that you are an expert in, but can't necessarily travel out of state or take off a consolidated chunk of time from their day jobs or leave their families in order to go do, say, like a week-long intensive or a month-long intensive. And by being able to give them the education that they're looking for at home in the convenience of their own schedule could be an extremely attractive advantage that you would have in order to promote your certification. And of course, a fitness certification can often command a higher price, particularly the more hours that are involved in the program. So you don't need a large volume of customers in order to hit some of your income targets. All right, what are the cons? Well, depending on the number of education hours in the certificate, It could take a whole heck of a lot of work creating the syllabus, lesson plans, finding and implementing the infrastructure for quizzes and assignments and feedback mechanisms. That of course takes a whole lot of upfront work without any guaranteed customers right off the bat. So you'd probably want to have a pretty good pulse on what kind of interest there is in the certification before you do all of that hard work. Someone that's doing super well with the online fitness certification model is Brett Larkin of Brett Larkin Yoga. She has a phenomenal yoga teacher training program and does a really good job cultivating her community in order to lead them along that path from yoga enthusiast to yoga instructor. All right, next up on our list of online fitness business models is membership sites and apps. This is one of the most widely used models out there. Probably that and the coaching model would be, from what I can have gathered over the years, probably the two most popular forms of online fitness business. So the membership model concept is really simple. After giving people a taste of what kind of fitness offerings you can help them with through your free content, then you invite them to go deeper and access premium content through a membership site. So premium content could include series of things. So typically what you would get inside a premium offering is going to be something that's more comprehensive. It's not just a one-off workout here and a recipe here, but it's going to have some semblance of cohesion or following like a timeline or a plan that unfolds and builds on top of itself. People really do want not just the information, but they want that structure of how to put the steps in order. People are willing to pay for that, even if they could maybe piecemeal all the information together themselves online or on YouTube from free resources. People really will invest after they've trusted you and know that you're going to get them the results that you want. They're going to invest in having that structure and that organization. That's where a lot of people fall short of their fitness goals. Not necessarily in the knowledge of what to do, but in that structure of how to go about implementing it on a day-to-day basis. So this premium content model can work really well. Some people who are doing well with memberships, websites or apps are Yoga with Cassandra. Again, Brett Larkin, who you spoke about earlier, she has a great community called Uplifted. And Bar Where You Are is also a great membership site option to kind of look at and get inspiration from. All right, so the pros of the membership model are that it's a fairly low barrier to entry for the consumer. Typically, a membership model is going to be priced somewhere in the neighborhood of $7 to $30 a month. So that's not a whole lot to ask from your customer who's wanting to take it up to the next level. The plus side for you is that because it's every month, then you're going to get repeat income. So you're going to have that consistent income over time and of course, hopefully growing as more and more people find out about the program. So instead of having a one and done sale, you get the benefit of having that long-term continuous stream. The cons are you have to keep creating new content. That's what you're promising, is you're promising that updated content. So in order to keep your customers happy and retain them, you're going to have to keep giving them new things. So most membership sites not only have continued workout programs, but also things like live calls or forums or things that are going to require quite a bit of ongoing effort on your part. So if the idea of having to constantly create new content kind of stresses you out, you don't want to be tied down by that, might be a reason to consider a different business model. You're also going to need to invest some time and money into the website that houses this content. Now, there are lots of WordPress plugin options and a lot of things on the market now to make it easier for you, and I can totally help you with that. Let me know if I can help you find the platform that you're needing. But at the end of the day, it is going to take some time. It is going to take some money. Also, at lower dollar amounts, you're going to need a lot of members in order to make a substantial impact to your net income. Let's say you're just looking to supplement your income with an extra $1,000 a month. If you charge $20 a month per member, then you'd have to have at least 50 members just to bring in an additional $1,000 a month. And you'll have to do the same amount of work whether you've got 5 members or 5,000. Next, we have network marketing. So you could become a coach or a rep for a network marketing company, sometimes known as MLMs, or multi-level marketing. So if you ever remember back in the day, like Mary Kay, of course, is one of the biggest ones that most of us have encountered at some point in their lives. Shout out, I was a Mary Kay consultant at one point. Then you probably are familiar with the concept of network marketing. So in this model, you work as a representative and an independent contractor typically for a company where you are being compensated to sell their products at a tiered structure, meaning that you not only get paid for every sale that you make, but you also get a percentage of people that you recruit in to also sell products. Depending on the model, you may or may not have to pre-purchase a certain level of inventory to keep in your stock. Usually this type of model offers a lot of support and guidance and training in order to keep you motivated and educated to reach your goals. Some of the big network marketing companies that are fitness related right now are Beachbody, Herbalife, Zia Activewear is the new one I'm seeing a lot these days, Isogenics, and then of course you've got your healthy cleaning and personal product and essential oil companies like Arbonne and Melaleuca, Shaklee, doTERRA, Young Living. I am not affiliated with any of these network marketing companies, and I made a decision early on in my business that that was not the right direction for my business. So I'm not going to tell you which one of those companies to go with, but if you belong to an MLM or represent a company that you just love, then feel free to share your information and your experience with that company in the comments below. One of the biggest pros to this model is you already have a market-proven product that you know people are already out there purchasing and wanting to buy. So you don't have to create anything new to sell. The company itself will usually put a lot of money into general advertising that could filter some of that client load to you and also just build general brand awareness about the product. You also usually have a fairly cut and dry step-by-step formula or template from other reps who have been successful with it to follow. So it takes a lot of the guesswork out. So the idea of creating your own business plan and trying to figure out what it is that people want stresses you out, this may be a better option for you. And because of the tiered structure where you get paid on a percentage of what other people are selling once you've recruited them into the company, there is an opportunity to scale that business. You have the potential to scale up and create big six-figure incomes out of this. But of course, those six-figure businesses are going to be few and far between. All right, what are some of the downsides to this model? Well, at the end of the day, you, even as an independent contractor, are still working for someone else's company. That means you're working under their terms, you're working with their reputation, and are dependent upon them for everything from the products to the branding. If you lean a little bit more on the strategic, innovative, entrepreneurial side and kind of don't like being told what to do or how to do it, then maybe developing your own product would be better aligned for you. But if you like that safety and structure and that step-by-step play-by-play of how to be successful, or at least how other people have been successful within that company, could be totally the right fit for you. Now, of course, you want to make sure that you're only aligning yourself with a company whose products that you try and love and really can genuinely get behind. Next, we're going to talk about affiliate marketing. Now, at first blush, affiliate marketing can sound a little bit like the network marketing that we just spoke about, and also a little bit like the sponsorship the model that we spoke about from the fitness influencer concept. But the three really are very different, and I'm going to break that down for you now. So affiliate marketing is getting paid to sell other companies' programs, products, or services. How it differs from the influencer sponsorship model is that instead of getting paid a flat rate to share something that's advertising the product, you're actually getting paid a set fee per sale, per actual sale that you end up influencing. Usually this is tracked through either software or a unique URL. So you can see exactly how many people clicked on the link from your page in order to make that sale. So sponsorships are going to be guaranteed money up front, whether or not someone ends up buying after reading your post. So that's kind of nice because you get that guaranteed money, but there's also going to tend to be a lot lower than you could potentially make if you were to be making a portion per sale. With affiliate marketing, you get paid on the actual impact of your messaging to your following. So you actually could make a decent amount of money if you have a smaller but highly engaged community who just eats up every word that you say and trusts you implicitly with your recommendation. Affiliate marketing differs from network marketing in that there are usually pretty clear lines between your company and the company whose products, programs, or services you're endorsing. Usually you're not holding yourself out as a representative of the company, but it's a completely separate entity. The basic philosophy of affiliate marketing is that you build this really loyal tribe of online followers through the free content that you're providing, and they so grow to trust you and just really appreciate your recommendations that they are more likely to make a purchase on your recommendation than they would be if they were to just go visit that site directly. Someone who's doing an amazing job at the affiliate marketing model is Sean Stevenson of the Model Health Show. I personally have bought several things that he's recommended just because I trust his knowledge so much through all of the free podcasts that I listen to from him. It's also important to note that affiliate marketing can be applied not only to physical products, which is what most network marketing companies are, but also to information-based products, so online programs, digital courses, and things of that nature. For example, my Meal Planning Mastery is an online self-paced course on how to simplify your healthy meal planning and prep. And I have affiliate marketers with their own companies that do other things besides promote my products, but they are getting paid a percentage of the sale whenever they promote my course to their audience. Now, the rates for affiliate marketing are going to depend on what the nature of the product is. For physical products, it's going to be probably on the lower end of the percentage of the sale. And that's because, of course, a physical product, there is a cost per unit, and typically the markup, the sales margin, is going to be a little bit lower than, say, something like an information product. So typically the standard rate of an affiliate product sale, like physical product that someone is holding in their hands, is going to be in the neighborhood of 10%. So you tell someone about this amazing water bottle and they have to go buy it, maybe you're getting 10% of the sale. The information product, on the other hand, is going to command the highest affiliate marketing share because there is no cost per unit to produce it, typically. Once you've recorded it, once you have put it on the web, then it's just the access that you're giving that consumer as opposed to something that costs you money to create a new one of. Most affiliate marketing shares on information products are going to be in the neighborhood of 50%. So say, for example, you signed an affiliate agreement with me to promote my Meal Planning Mastery course, which you can totally apply to do, by the way. Just drop me a comment below if you're interested in that. And the course sells for $97, and if you usually subtract the required 3% processing fees for the credit card out of that, and that leaves you with $47 per sale. And you haven't lifted a finger to actually create the product. You just recommended it to your audience and you're getting 50% of the sale. So I love affiliate marketing on information products because there is so much, both parties benefit so much. Usually affiliate marketing is not just done for one product, program, or service. Usually if you're an affiliate marketer, you're going to be offering a range of recommendations to your community. So if you have a large following and you can find affiliate marketing agreements with companies whose products and services you genuinely love and can feel really good about recommending, this can be a great way to monetize your influence. So let's talk about the pros. Just like network marketing, you don't have to lift a finger to create the product. There's no upfront investment or inventory to buy, although I will say from an integrity standpoint, it is so important that you're actually buying and using these products or services before you make a decision to promote them. It's also fairly open-ended, meaning that you can try a promotion for a particular affiliate for a while, and if it's not working, you both can just shake hands and go your separate ways. You're not tied into any ongoing contracts or commitments. A super easy way to get your feet wet with affiliate marketing is through the Amazon Affiliates program. So if you don't know about Amazon Affiliates already, Amazon will literally allow anyone to become an affiliate marketer for them by just joining the program and making recommendations on products that you love. Of course, you have to love it in order to promote it, that can be purchased on Amazon. So if you're sending off Amazon links as recommendations for people to purchase, then Amazon will pay you a small percentage of that. So if your favorite yoga mat or a water bottle or a particular type of strength training equipment that you love can be found on Amazon. All right, cons. This isn't really a con, but I just want to again reiterate how important it is to you that you only promote products, programs, or services that you truly believe are going to benefit your audience. You've worked so hard to gain the trust of that audience. They're going to be able to tell if you're just trying to make a quick buck off of them. Your reputation here really is your working capital. So you want to do whatever you can to maintain and protect that. Good news is there are so many wonderful, powerful programs and services out there right now that would love to have you be promoting them through affiliate marketing. Also, like any business model, you're going to want to check with your legal representation to make sure that you are following the guidelines that the Federal Trade Commission puts out there for affiliate marketers. This has been a common mistake that a lot of kind of new entrepreneurs have made over the recent years. And there's a lot of kind of scary stories of people who have not been disclosing their affiliate marketing partnerships, probably because they didn't know that they needed to, and have been setting themselves up for potential lawsuits. So the FTC is super clear that if you're going to promote any type of affiliate marketing in which you get paid for that sale, you just need to let people know that. And of course, you're going to want to consult your own legal professional for the full scoop to make sure that you're covered. It's totally not a big deal to comply, but do just make sure you know what those rules are and that you're following them. All right, the last online fitness business model we're going to talk about today is the passive income model. So these are digital courses or programs that you create and deliver to people online. So it's similar to the membership model in that people are paying you for premium content that you create for multiple people. The difference between this and the membership site is it's a one-time program. So you are creating this and people have access to it, usually forever. Sometimes people will put a one-year term on it, but you're not necessarily delivering new content. So you've done all the work ahead of time, and that's what people are paying for, is that particular program. Now, this could be a very niche type of program, and typically those are going to be the ones that work best. So say you're a Pilates instructor, maybe you put together a very specific program on how to alleviate lower back pain. Maybe you're a functional fitness expert and you put together a 4-week course on how to improve your golf swing. So these are typically going to have a very specific niche, both around the topic as well as around the objective. And typically the more specific you get, the better it's going to sell. A fitness entrepreneur who's doing really well with this model is Boho Beautiful. All right, so what are the pros? The pros are you're going to do the same amount of work for whether you have one member or 5,000. And why I say that that's a pro instead of a con, as I did in the membership model, is that you don't have to keep doing the work over and over. So once the work is done, you can continue to leverage and scale and get paid more and more and more money by having more and more customers as you expand your social media following, without ever having to do additional work. Obviously, you still have to work in your business. You have to create social media and marketing and customer service, but you don't actually have to keep creating the content or the product. So this is why we call it passive income. People are paying you for work you've already done. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do more work to make more money. Of course, you can still create new courses that you either sell to your audience to help them with a different area of their life, or maybe you create courses that appeal to a different audience, but it's going to be at your leisure and a matter of when and if you choose to do that. The cons are that this model does require you to do a fair amount of work up front without any guaranteed sales ahead of time. Similar to that membership model, you're going to have to invest some time and money into the infrastructure to deliver this content. You're going to need to get your program website up, find a way to collect credit card payments. So it's definitely on the higher end of upfront investment of time and money. But of course, it also has that highest opportunity of reward. I will say it feels pretty amazing when you're sitting there watching TV and you look down at your phone and you suddenly have a new sale and you didn't do anything new. You've just been sitting there watching TV, but someone just benefited from the work that you already did in the past. And thankfully, there are some great resources out there to help you build out that program site. And I'll link to my favorite software that I use to create my programs and house all the content for the premium programs that I offer in the description below. All right, before we go, I promised to share how I made my first $10,000 in online fitness revenue. Now, I'm a big fan, if you couldn't tell, of the passive income model. So most of that first $10,000 was generated through two different online programs that I offered: the Boss Body System and the Meal Planning Mastery System, which you heard me talk about earlier, along with a small amount of one-on-one coaching. A big part of my sales was the result of other companies being affiliate marketers for me and promoting my courses to their large social media followings. And the rest was built through a very high nurture presence in social media and Facebook groups and the community that I was building online. Currently, I have a hybrid model where I'm teaching live events, I'm selling digital courses, and then I'm also offering one-on-one coaching specifically for fitness professionals who are looking to expand their services online. So as you can see, there are a lot of options when it comes to making money through your fitness expertise online. And it's important not to let yourself get overwhelmed with what the next steps are. If you haven't already, I invite you to check out my video, How to Start an Online Fitness Business, in order for you to test what a good marketing idea might be before you spend a lot of time on it, and to learn some little tips and tricks about how to use YouTube to grow your social media following. If you found this video helpful, it would mean the world to me if you hit that like button and leave a comment below with which business model or models sound the most interesting to you. And for help starting or growing your fitness YouTube channel, I invite you to download my free Fitpreneurs YouTube Success Kit at wealthyboss.com/YouTube for my tips and tools on creating a successful channel, even if you're not tech savvy. I'll also link to that in the description below. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe so I can keep walking you through step-by-step information to expand your impact and your income online. As a fitness professional, you have a special place in my heart. I know that it is your mission to help others in life and in their bodies and in their paths to wellness, and it's my mission to help you help others and earn money while you do that.